Hey ARMY! Before we dive into this amazing content, if you love BTS fashion and want to see more airport-style breakdowns, celebrity looks, and exclusive updates, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on those notifications. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next on this channel. And please share this video with your fellow ARMYs, because we're about to break down some iconic looks. Okay, ARMY, can we talk about what just happened? BTS just landed in Korea and the airport fashion game was insane. We're talking about looks that literally broke the internet, outfits that had fashion editors scrambling to identify every single piece, and of course, Jimin absolutely stealing the show with a look so stylish that even high fashion magazines are taking notes. If you thought airport fashion was just about being comfortable for a long flight, BTS is here to prove you wrong. These 7 men just turned Incheon Airport into their personal runway, and I'm here to break down every single look. The fashion choices, the luxury brands, the styling details, and why Jimin's outfit in particular has everyone talking. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive into this fashion feast. Let's set the scene first. February 2nd, 2026, Incheon International Airport. The atmosphere was electric. ARMYs had been camping out for hours, cameras ready, hearts racing. Why? Because this wasn't just any airport arrival. This was the first time in 4 years that all 7 BTS members were spotted together at an airport, traveling as a complete group. The significance of this moment cannot be overstated. After military service, after solo projects, after what felt like an eternity of seeing them separately, here they were, all 7 together, looking absolutely phenomenal. Airport fashion has always been a crucial part of K-pop culture, but BTS takes it to another level entirely. And this arrival, this was them making a statement. Now, before we get into individual looks, let's talk about the overall vibe. What's interesting is that while each member had their distinct personal style, there was a cohesive aesthetic that tied everything together. This wasn't random outfit selection, this was coordinated without being matchy-matchy. This is what we call elevated group styling. The color palette was predominantly neutral, blacks, grays, creams, and browns, with strategic pops of color and texture. Very sophisticated, very luxury, we're global superstars, but we're not trying too hard. You know what I mean? Let's start with the member who absolutely dominated headlines and social media, Jimin. Oh my goodness, where do I even begin with Jimin's look? This man walked through that airport like it was Paris Fashion Week. The outfit was a masterclass in contemporary menswear styling. Jimin wore what fashion experts are calling elevated casual luxury, and let me break down exactly what that means. He was wearing a designer oversized coat, and when I say oversized, I mean perfectly tailored oversized, not sloppy. This coat had beautiful draping, incredible fabric quality that you could see even in photos, and the cut was absolutely impeccable. The color? A sophisticated camel or tan shade that immediately elevated the entire look. Camel coats are notoriously difficult to pull off. They can age you, they can wash you out, but on Jimin, perfection. The coat complemented his skin tone beautifully and created this warm, luxurious aesthetic. Under the coat, he kept it relatively simple, which is the smart move when you're wearing a statement outerwear piece. He wore what appeared to be a simple black turtleneck or high-neck top. This created beautiful contrast with the light-colored coat and also gave the outfit a very sleek silhouette. Now, let's talk bottoms. Jimin wore tailored trousers that fit him perfectly. Not too tight, not too loose, just that perfect contemporary fit that fashion magazines are always trying to achieve. The pants appeared to be in a dark color, either black or deep charcoal, which created a beautiful color blocking effect with the camel coat. Footwear? Iconic. Jimin wore designer boots, and these weren't just any boots, these were statement boots. Chunky sole, premium leather, the kind of boots that cost more than some people's monthly rent. But here's the thing, they worked perfectly with the outfit. The chunky boots balanced the flowing coat, added an edgy element to an otherwise polished look, and showed that Jimin understands proportions. Accessories were minimal but impactful. Jimin wore sunglasses because of course he did, he's a superstar.
The sunglasses were modern, sleek, possibly designer frames that added that celebrity mystique. He also had a luxury bag, because functional fashion is still fashion. The bag appeared to be a designer piece, compact but practical, in a neutral color that coordinated with the overall outfit. But here's what really made Jimin's look iconic: his styling details. His hair was perfectly styled, that signature Jimin hair that somehow looks effortlessly perfect. The color appeared fresh, the cut was on point, and it framed his face beautifully. His overall demeanor, his posture, the way he carried himself, this is what separates good fashion from great fashion. Jimin didn't just wear the clothes, he owned them. Every photo showed him looking confident, comfortable, and absolutely stunning. Fashion experts on Twitter were going crazy. One fashion editor tweeted, "Jimin's airport look is a masterclass in luxury casual dressing." Another said, "This is how you do expensive without looking like you're trying too hard." And armies, we were screaming. The look immediately started trending. Fashion accounts were posting breakdowns, trying to identify every piece. Luxury fashion brands were probably celebrating because sales of similar items are about to skyrocket. This is the Jimin effect, Army. Now, while Jimin was stealing headlines, let's not forget that the other 6 members also brought their A-game to this airport arrival. RM, our leader, showed exactly why he's a fashion icon in his own right. RM went for intellectual sophistication, very on brand for him. He wore what appeared to be a luxury brand coat or jacket in a neutral tone. The silhouette was relaxed but structured, giving off major "I read philosophy books in French cafes" energy. RM's styling is always interesting because he balances streetwear elements with high fashion. His outfit included quality basics, possibly designer denim or tailored pants, premium sneakers or boots, and of course, accessories that showed his personal style. What I love about RM's airport fashion is that it always feels authentic to who he is. He's not following trends blindly, he's setting them, and this look was no exception. Comfortable enough for travel, stylish enough for the cameras, sophisticated enough for a global leader. Jin walked through that airport looking like the worldwide handsome prince that he is. Jin's outfit had a preppy, polished vibe. He wore what appeared to be a designer jacket or coat, possibly in a classic color like navy or black. Jin tends to gravitate toward timeless pieces rather than trendy items, and this look was consistent with that. His styling was clean and put together. Everything fit perfectly, colors were coordinated, and he had that Jin confidence that makes even simple outfits look expensive. Jin's airport fashion philosophy seems to be classic with a modern twist, and it works for him every single time. Suga brought the edge to this airport arrival. Our August D showed up in what I can only describe as luxury grunge, and I mean that in the best way possible. Suga wore darker colors, blacks, possibly some gray, creating a moody, mysterious aesthetic. His outerwear was likely an oversized jacket or coat with interesting details, maybe unique stitching, special fabric, or an unconventional cut. Suga's fashion is all about those subtle details that fashion insiders recognize and appreciate. Footwear was probably premium sneakers or boots. Suga loves quality footwear. And accessories? Minimal but meaningful. Possibly a beanie or cap, definitely sunglasses, and a bag that's both functional and fashionable. What makes Suga's style iconic is that he doesn't compromise comfort for fashion, or vice versa. He finds pieces that are both, and that's the ultimate airport fashion goal. J-Hope arrived bringing sunshine to Incheon Airport. Hobi's style is always so fun because he's not afraid of color, pattern, or bold choices. Even when keeping it relatively neutral for travel, there's always something in a J-Hope outfit that makes you smile. For this arrival, J-Hope likely wore designer streetwear. Think luxury brands that are known for contemporary, youthful designs. His outfit included interesting textures, maybe a pop of color, definitely quality materials. J-Hope's accessories game is always strong. Luxury bag? Check. Designer sunglasses? Check. Maybe some jewelry or other details that add personality? Absolutely. Hobi understands that accessories can transform an outfit from good to great.
Taeyoung walked through that airport like a living piece of art. V's fashion is always so unique because he genuinely approaches clothing as artistic expression. For this arrival, Taehyung likely wore something that had a vintage or artistic element. He loves pieces with character and history. His outfit probably included luxury vintage-inspired pieces or contemporary designs with artistic flair. Colors were likely in his signature palette, earthy tones, maybe some deeper colors, things that have that artistic, bohemian luxury vibe that V does so well. V's styling is never predictable, and that's what makes it so exciting. He might pair an expensive designer piece with something vintage, or mix high fashion with artistic accessories. His airport look undoubtedly showed this creative approach to fashion. Last but definitely not least, our golden maknae Jungkook. JK's airport fashion evolution over the years has been incredible to watch. For this arrival, Jungkook likely went for casually cool, his signature style. Jungkook probably wore comfortable but expensive basics. Think luxury brand hoodies or sweaters, premium denim or joggers, designer sneakers. His look is always, I just threw this on, but everything costs thousands of dollars. That's the Jungkook way. What makes Jungkook's style work is the fit. Everything fits him perfectly. Not too tight, not too loose, just right. And he always looks comfortable and confident, which is the secret ingredient to great fashion. Now let's talk about what this airport arrival means from a fashion perspective, beyond just individual looks. First, the luxury brands represented. When all 7 BTS members show up wearing different luxury brands, those brands get massive exposure. We're talking millions of impressions, countless social media posts, fashion articles, and ultimately sales. Brand identification became a sport among armies. Within hours of the photos dropping, fashion-focused armies were creating threads identifying every piece: the coats, the bags, the sunglasses, the shoes. This is free marketing that luxury brands dream about. Second, the trend-setting power. Whatever BTS wears becomes instantly desirable. After this airport arrival, searches for camel coats, chunky boots, designer sunglasses, all of these probably spiked. When Jimin wears something, it sells out. When all 7 wear coordinated luxury looks, the fashion industry takes notice. Third, the cultural impact. BTS airport fashion represents K-pop's influence on global fashion. They're showing the world that K-pop idols aren't just musicians, they're fashion icons, trendsetters, and cultural ambassadors. International fashion media covered this airport arrival, not just K-pop sites, but actual fashion publications. This is BTS elevating K-pop fashion to the global luxury fashion conversation. Now let's talk about what the photography aspect is, because this is crucial to airport fashion. Armies and press photographers captured hundreds of photos from different angles, different moments, different expressions. These photos showed the outfits in motion, the way the coats moved, how the proportions looked while walking, how the outfits photographed from various angles. This is important because outfit photos that look good standing still might not look good in motion, but these looks flawless from every angle. The lighting at Incheon Airport is notoriously challenging for photography, but somehow these looks still looked amazing. That's how you know the styling is top tier, when it looks good even in harsh airport fluorescent lighting. Social media exploded. Within minutes of the photos dropping, multiple hashtags were trending worldwide. Hashtag BTS airport fashion, hashtag Jimin style, hashtag BTS in Korea, all trending simultaneously. Fashion-focused armies created detailed threads breaking down each look. Some created Get the Look for Less guides, showing affordable alternatives to the luxury pieces. Others simply posted appreciation threads with hundreds of photos from different angles. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Weibo, every platform was flooded with content about this airport arrival. TikTokers created outfit recreation videos, Instagram fashion accounts posted analyses, Twitter fashion critics provided professional breakdowns. The engagement numbers were insane. Posts about Jimin's look specifically were getting hundreds of thousands of likes, tens of thousands of shares. His name was trending not just in Korea, not just in Asia, but worldwide. Now let's talk about what we can learn from these airport looks, because there are actual fashion lessons here.
Lesson 1. Invest in outerwear.
Notice how much impact the coats and jackets made? Quality outerwear elevates any outfit. You might be wearing simple basics underneath, but throw on an amazing coat and suddenly you look like $1,000,000. Lesson 2. Fit is everything. None of the members wore ill-fitting clothes. Everything was tailored or selected for proper fit. This is crucial. Expensive clothes that don't fit look worse than affordable clothes that fit perfectly. Lesson 3. Neutral colors are timeless. The predominantly neutral palette meant these looks will look great not just now, but years from now. Trendy colors date quickly, but blacks, grays, camel, navy, these are forever. Lesson 4. Accessories matter. Notice how accessories like bags, sunglasses, and footwear elevated each look? Accessories are where you can add personality and luxury touches even if your main outfit is simple. Lesson 5. Comfort and style can coexist. These men had just traveled internationally. Comfort was necessary, but they didn't sacrifice style for comfort. They found pieces that were both, and that's the goal. And lesson 6. Confidence is the best accessory. The way each member carried themselves made the outfits work. You can wear the most expensive outfit in the world, but if you don't wear it with confidence, it won't look good. Looking at this airport arrival in the broader context of BTS's fashion evolution is fascinating. Remember early BTS airport fashion? It was good, but it was different. Over the years, we've watched them evolve from talented idols with decent style to absolute fashion icons. This airport arrival represents BTS at their peak fashion moment. They're no longer being dressed by stylists who don't understand them. They have input. They have relationships with luxury brands. They know what works for them. Each member has developed such a distinct personal style. RM's intellectual sophistication, Jin's timeless elegance, Suga's luxury edge, J-Hope's playful luxury, Jimin's contemporary chic, V's artistic expression, Jungkook's effortless cool. These are established fashion identities. And luxury brands know this. That's why BTS members have become brand ambassadors. That's why they get invited to fashion weeks. That's why their airport photos end up in fashion magazines. This airport arrival is also significant because it signals their comeback era. The fashion choices were intentional. This was their first public appearance as a group in years. They needed to make an impact, and they absolutely did. The coordinated but individual styling showed unity as a group while celebrating their individual growth. This is symbolic of where BTS is right now, stronger together but also strong individually. So, Army, that's the complete breakdown of this iconic airport arrival. From Jimin's show-stopping camel coat to each member's individual style moments, this was fashion at its finest. What did you think? Which member's look was your favorite? Are you Team Jimin's sophisticated camel coat? Team RM's intellectual chic? Team Jin's timeless elegance? Team Suga's luxury edge? Team J-Hope's playful style? Team V's artistic flair? Or Team Jungkook's effortless cool? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's discuss every detail. Which pieces are you trying to find affordable versions of? Which member's style inspires your own fashion choices? I want to hear everything. If you loved this detailed fashion breakdown and want more content like this, outfit analyses, fashion trend discussions, luxury brand breakdowns, styling tips inspired by BTS, then you need to help this channel grow. Hit that like button right now, smash that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell so you never miss when I post new content. I'll be covering every BTS fashion moment, from airport arrivals to award shows, from casual day out looks to red carpet glamour. We'll break down the brands, the styling choices, the trends they're setting, and how you can incorporate their style into your own wardrobe. Share this video with your Army friends who love fashion. Send it to your group chats, post it on your social media, tag your friends who need to see this. Let's spread the appreciation for BTS's incredible style.
And drop a comment telling me what content you want next. Should I do individual member style evolution videos, brand breakdown videos, get the look for less tutorials, comparison videos of different era airport fashions? Tell me what you want to see. Thank you so much for watching, Army. Remember, fashion is about expressing yourself, feeling confident, and having fun. BTS shows us that you can honor your personal style while also pushing boundaries and trying new things. Until next time, stay stylish, stay confident, and keep supporting our incredible BTS. Baraje!